I have an unpopular opinion. The iPhone SE 2 and 3 were only for people who hate Android. Yes, their chip was unique at that price, but on a 5-inch HD screen with a home button and not so good battery and iPhone 8 design? No, I really don't remember what the chip is. But iPhone 16e, it can be said that you can buy it with a better feeling. I can't say that I like it or it is valuable. But if you want a new iPhone experience, it is just good enough. The design of this phone is much easier to describe than it seems. An iPhone 14 with one less camera, a little lighter, and boring colors. Just like the iPhone 14, its frame is flat, very comfortable and light. The back panel is matte glass, the frame is matte aluminum, it has a premium feel. But if you have worked with a larger phone, the size may not satisfy you. The design of the back panel is extremely boring and familiar. But if someone knows the phones a little, it is completely recognizable. The front panel is exactly the iPhone 14. And well, its edges are too much, and in 2025, the notches really no. It also has an action button, but it doesn't have a camera control button. It doesn't matter, of course. The front glass is also ceramic shield and has an IP68 standard and is resistant. The display is also exactly the same as the iPhone 14. Super Retina XDR OLED for 60 ppi, Dolby Vision support, and of course 60 Hz. 60 Hz is really enough. There really is no excuse for it anymore. iPhone 60 Hz is much better than 165 Hz of Android or some crazy crap like that? No. No. But overall, the display is extremely high quality and its color accuracy and contrast are amazing. Its brightness is low compared to its competitors, but it is bearable. You can work well under the sunlight. The speaker is also as expected, sharp and clean sound with a little bass too, and can be put on the same level as the iPhone 16. No need to explain that we also have Face ID here. Of course, it is not a good deal. Apple never announces the battery capacity, but the iPhone 16e has a really good battery. It can be compared to the 16 Pro and easily lasts a full day with semi-heavy use. But it doesn't support MagSafe. iPhone users are not very used to it, and of course, they have a right to. It's really convenient. But it's not here. On the other hand, the wireless charging that it supports is 7.5 watts. And you may even put it on the charger and it won't detect it and won't charge. Great. As expected, the iPhone 16e comes with Apple's latest chip, the A18, and has 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. It's true that this chip has one less GPU core than the A18 in the iPhone 16. But it can still be said that this phone has the best hardware at this price. All tasks, games, editing are run smoothly on this device. It gets a little hot during heavy use, but it's not a big problem. Apple has used the C1 chip for the first time in this phone, instead of Qualcomm's communication chips. There is not much difference in performance, which is good, and Apple says it's also more energy efficient. Satellite connectivity and car crash capabilities are also here. But the iPhone 16e uses Wi-Fi 6 instead of 6E and 7. And ultra-wideband, which is used to find other devices in the Apple ecosystem, is also not here. The iPhone 16e comes with iOS 18 and will likely receive updates for up to 5 years or even more. As you may be familiar with iOS, it's a smooth, feature-rich, highly customizable, and highly compatible operating system. You also get Apple Intelligent on this phone, which you may be familiar with, but to be brief, the Galaxy AI is much better right now, and I personally prefer the AI on the Pixel phones. But Apple Intelligent is also real useful. The iPhone 16e has a 48 megapixel camera and no more. It's not the same sensor as the 16 Pro. It's not even the same sensor as the 16. And it's weaker, but the photos it takes are great. In daylight, the dynamic range is very good, the colors are accurate, the white balance is a little warm, and the bokeh of large sensors is very small here. In night mode, the colors are still accurate, they have good detail, the dynamic range is good, but it doesn't have the sharpness of the 16 and there is some noise. In portrait photos, the subject is separated very well, but I don't like its blurring very much. At 2x zoom, the detail and dynamic range noticeably drop, but the photos are still quite usable and good. The selfie camera is 12 megapixels and has the same sensor as the iPhone 14 and has autofocus. The face processing, detail and dynamic range are very good, and the noise is much lower than that of the competitors. In terms of features, all the features of the new iPhones are here too. Of course, except for macro, 3D video recording, and cinematic mode. In terms of video recording, I can't say like other iPhones, this phone is superior in this price range. However, I prefer the overall camera package of a phone like Pixel 8a or S24 FE. Its single camera is not so superior that we want to ignore the other lenses of the competitors. The iPhone 16e is a phone that is worth buying if you like the Apple ecosystem or are used to iOS as the cheapest member of iPhone family. The price is really unfair and I can't say that it is a valuable phone. But as I mentioned in the thumbnail, it is a cute, compact and beautiful phone that is just good enough. Also, at this price in many countries, you can buy the iPhone 15 Pro. So if you can, don't even think about this phone. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like it, and if you like my content, subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, see you next video.